Hello everyone, my name is Kamil Trzaska and today I wanted to expand my last video about my editor for Atari 8-bit computer. Atari is a computer released in the early 80s. This is 8-bit computer and people are still developing software for it. So I'm currently making, as you can see, I'm currently making a game for this system, and in order to achieve levels, to create levels, I created a little editor for this level editor for this game, and today I would like to show you how to create level editor in 120 lines of code. Basically, the code of this editor is based on mouse events. When you can see here that there are three events, three mouse events: mouse move, mouse enter, and click. The most important one is click one event when the mouse is clicked. And in order to explain this, I've created this graphics. When each time the mouse is clicked, the state of the flag is clicked is changed from true to false, from false to true. And as we can see here, there are three possibilities. For example, when the mouse is over the canvas, this canvas, then the function bleed is called, which draws primitives onto the canvas. For example, like this. Yes. And if mouse is outside the canvas, canvas is this size, you can see here, then the click is clicked flag is changed from false to true and from true to false. And this is simply because one has to keep track of moving the primitives onto the screen, throughout the screen, and if clicked is false, then the object is left on the screen, and we can select another object, and this is achieved by based on that function on mouse update, where each and every time the mouse is moved, the x and y value is stored into the variables, and if the is clicked flag is true, then which means that we selected some object, then here the position of the JPG JPG image is changed. As you can see, this is a jQuery call in order to change CSS values of the position. And here, in order to achieve, because each element, as you can see here, can be bleeded 32 times horizontally and 24 times vertically, because this is the resolution of the game primitives. So if the object is in scope, then there is movement of primitive over the canvas in order to create another object, game object, and the movement of the movement of wait a minute. Yes, when the object primitive selected with the mouse is not in the scope of canvas, which is this, then the object, the JPG image, is simply, its position is simply the position of the mouse, as you can see here. When I select the object, it moves freely, but when it's over the canvas, it moves not so smooth. So basically this is achieved by simply setting each of the primitives position to absolute, and this gives the possibility to actually move freely the object on the screen, and each time when the mouse is over some element, the function on element is called with the given index of the object, like 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Yes, and when this function simply sets the index of the moved object into the variable current element, but only if the object is not selected, if any object is not selected. So, for example, we can move here. The functions still are being called because mouse is over the objects, but nothing is changed because the object is still selected. So those are the simplest functions of this program, and when the mouse is over the canvas and the button is clicked, the function clicked is called, and then the bleed function inside this function is called, and this simply draws a primitive onto the canvas. Here is jQuery statement that gets the offset to the given object of primitives class, which means the current object we are moving here, and the drawing occurs in the just in the given places every 20 pixels, because this is the resolution of the primitives in my game. And when the this is computed here, where the values xx and yy are the values of the those areas for the primitives, and this is obtained by subtracting the rest of the modulo computation. So each this means like if the x value is 21, then we get 21 minus 1. 21 minus 1. And in case, for example, when the value is 48, then we get 48 minus 8, which means that each value is is on the boundary of 20 value. Yes, and next thing that is called is set arrays, because set arrays is necessary for creating the arrays for my game, like here, right? And this simply means that there's x and y values are stored here in this array, and also the type of the object, which is given with the onElement function, is stored into the array, and then update arrays, which are called here, are being called, and all it does is to create special numbers for the editor, for the game, special values for the game, which is created here, and it's getting displayed on the screen. So now I'd like to show you a little bit of creating the game process. So as you can see, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple code. And now we can export it simply to the game, into the game, because each screen of the game has its own array. Compile it. As you can see now, everything is working correctly. Here's the enemy. So that's all, folks. And as you can see, creating such editor isn't that hard and isn't that complicated. All it takes is 120 lines of code, and the very JavaScript code is only like 80 lines of code. So that's all. I hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed for sure making this editor, and I'm really happy with the outcome, because it helps me very much to create some levels for my game. So thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye.